Here's a little lesson on Paint It Black by the Rolling Stones. Okay, so that's all of our intro stuff. Let's take a look at that. So we're starting with the E minor chord. I play like this bass note first, and then I get this little riff going. So all that is open on the bottom to the open second string, open, open, 2 open, 3 open, 5 open. So let's give that a look. And I end up using that finger to just go up and back a little bit, but use whatever fingers you like for that, you know. You could go like. Okay, so either way you want to do it, you can start up here. And since you go open to open, that gives you time to kind of shoot that one down there too. Okay, so we got 2, open, 2, 3, 5, 3, 2. Back to the open, open. Now, this is one of the more difficult parts just because you got to make this little shape right here. So that's 5 with the middle finger on the second string to the 4 on the third string. So it ends up being 5, 4, and then you got to bar that to get 4, 4. 5, 7, 5, 4. Okay, so we got. And they're going to switch to this shape here. And we do that riff a whole bunch of times throughout the song, you know. So you could add something to that too there. You can kind of add more notes from the E minor chord. Okay, now let's look at the verse. E minor to D and G to D is what we're going to start with. So kind of like 2 beats each, but you can put a little extra strum in there if you want. Now we're going to do E minor. There's a little riff in there you can do too. So E minor, D, G to D, E minor. That's how we played it in a band that I was in, so that's probably not exactly right, and you could do a number of things with that, you know. But that definitely works, gets you through there, you know, kind of easy. We had to play it really fast in this bluegrass band I played in. So that was a way to be with everybody else because that's how they phrased it, and sometimes that's how it goes with covering a song is you end up finding your own ways of doing certain phrases just because you like it that way or to mix it up or you didn't know it exactly right but it sounds cool and you know you stick with it. E minor D, G D, E minor, little riff. Now see how I went to my finger there with the nail kind of. Sometimes you might switch from like doing a thumb kind of thing or you might strum more with this, get more of a, you get more nail, you get kind of a brighter, treblier sound. So when I do that, it kind of made those little notes pop out a little bit louder, especially since I'm playing kind of lower notes with the chord. So we got, and this verse, these changes are going to happen like a million times in this song. So E minor D, G to D. Now this time we're going A major, B7. Okay, so let's do all that verse again. 1, 2, 3. And E minor D, G to D, E minor. You can stay on E minor, or you can try the riff. E minor again to D, G to D, A, B7. You know, A is 2, 2, 2, O, B7 is 1, 2, O, 2. So that's your main kind of stuff that's going on. Let's do that one more time. 1, 2, 3, and E minor, E minor D, G to D, now A major, B7. We'll go back to that riff towards the end. Now, what's going to happen after that is you're going to get into a E minor, B7. And that's when they get like doing kind of a big rave up with the vocals, and you get some solos going and stuff. Bluegrass band I played in, we'd go. It would even start turning into like having Nagila and stuff. So anyway, that ends up being a really cool scale, because it's like an E minor scale, but it has a major 7, and that's the harmonic minor scale. So when you go from that E minor to the B7, see that's an E, now that's an E flat or a D sharp. So that would not normally be a note in that scale, because normally you would have D, F sharp, G, A, B, C, and then you'd have D to E. But in this case we have, and that's because of that special note of that B7 chord. So I'm going to get into a lesson right after this that's going to show you how to use the harmonic minor scale to solo over those two chords. Let's take a look at those two chords one more time and have a little jam on that. So E minor to B7. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so my strum right there is just kind of down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. So now to just get you thinking about the notes of that scale, let's look at some of the notes right here. Open, 2, 3, 5. You can go up to the 7 if you want. Now when we get to that open is the same as this 5 here. So you can kind of pick one or the other. You wouldn't, doesn't make a lot of sense to do them both. Sometimes you can have fun with that too. But that 4 right there is important. Now when we come back down, we can either go 5, 4, 2, 5, 4, 2. Or we could go 5, 3, 2, open, 4, down to the 1 here. To the open, 2, open, 4, and 2. So however you want to do that, you could be. You also got that 1 down there. So let me play those chords, and you guys mess around just a little bit, and I'll do another lesson where I go more in depth and show you some up and down the neck, where the different scales are, and kind of some ideas of how to use special notes at special times to get through that. But let's look at your notes one more time. And I'm going to play these chords. 1, 2, 3, and... So that last little bit of the intro is 2, 4, 5 on the second string, kind of a double hammer on, to the 2 on the small string, and and then backwards like a pull-off, double pull-off, 5, 4, 2, and giving a little bend to that, like almost gets you up into that next note of the scale. All right, so that was Paint It Black. Like I said, next lesson coming up will be how to solo over those 2 chords and go up and down the neck with the harmonic minor scale. Okay, so thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you have, much love, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks a lot. I'm Damon.